Hello dear children, hope you are at the best of your health. I welcome you once again to this Sadhana video. Now we are about to witness a new video on arithmetic progressions. Hope you have enjoyed the two other videos which we have already launched in the Sadhana YouTube channel. Dear children, now I welcome again to this third part of the arithmetic progression, the mathematics video of Ganita Sampada. Hope you have your books, pen at your disposal. Start writing out, start working out the problems and join hands with us. Welcome again. Whatever we have studied in the last class, we studied about the arithmetic progressions, examples for that, and then the D, N, A and AN factors and the formula that links all the four, that is AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 times D. And we also try to solve few problems based on this formula. Now let us continue with few more problems based on the same idea. Just to note, as I have already told you in the last class, that out of the four variables an, a, d and n, any of the three variables can be given to you and you may be asked to find out the fourth one. Now let us continue with few more problems. This is the question number 9 of your exercise. If the third and the ninth term of an AP are 4 and minus 8 respectively, which term of this AP is 0? This is the exercise 1.2 class 10, the question number 9 from your exercise. Now look at the question carefully. If the third and the ninth terms of an AP are 4 and minus 8 respectively. So what do you mean by respectively? Respectively anta takshana gaurava purvakana kandita alla. See, here the third term and the ninth term are 4 and minus 8. Just observe that the third term is 4 and the ninth term is minus 8. This is what we mean by respectively. So what is the data given? Let me note down the data. Here the third term is equal to 4, which implies third term is denoted by A3. A3 is equal to 4. So how do we know the third term arithmetically or with the formula? That is A3 is equal to A plus 2D, which is again equal to 4. So totally what is the idea that we get is A plus 2D is equal to 4. This is the final conclusion of the part 1. Now let us take up the second part of the problem. Here it says that the ninth term is equal to minus 8, which again equal to A9 is equal to minus 8. So on the broader lines, or we have A plus 8D is equal to minus 8. Isn't it, children? Hope you are also noting the answers what I am writing here. A9 is A plus 8D, which is equal to minus 8. So we need to establish the relationship between A plus 2D is equal to 4 and A plus 8D is equal to minus 8. By solving these two simultaneous linear equations, we will be solving for A and D. Then we need to find out which of this term AP is 0. Now let's move. Here what is that we are taking away? A plus 2d is equal to 4. A plus 8d is equal to minus 8. Now I need to make the equation homogeneous, therefore I cancel out a by subtracting one equation from the other. So what do we get here? Plus a and minus a adds up to 0, therefore it gets cancelled. 2 minus 8d is minus 6d is equal to 4 plus 8, which is equal to 12, which implies d is equal to 12 by minus 6, that is equal to minus 2. When d is equal to minus 2, let us find a. So how do you find a? We have these two equations. Substituting the value of a would yield us the value of d. Now let me take the first equation. A plus 2d is equal to 4, which again implies what is a we need to find out. 2 times minus 2 is equal to 4. A minus 4 is equal to 4, which further implies a is equal to 4. Transfer this to the other side, it becomes plus 4. A is equal to 8. So we have got the values of a and d. Here d is equal to minus 2 and a is equal to 4. A is equal to 4, d is equal to minus 2. What is that we need to do further? We need to, which term of this AP is 0? It means to say that you need to imagine the AP. The AP is like this: 4, 4 minus 2, 4 minus 4 plus 2 times minus 2, so on, and somewhere a 0 sits in this arithmetic progression. We need to find out the rank of this 0, or else we need to find the value of n. Okay, so let me continue. Here we have a is equal to 4, d is equal to minus 2, and somewhere the an is sitting is giving the value 0, and we need to find the value of n. Again an is equal to a plus n minus 1 times d. An is 0 is equal to 4 plus n minus 1 times of minus 2. 0 is equal to 4, minus 2 into n minus 2n, minus 2 into minus 1 is plus 2. So what do we get here? 0 is equal to 6 minus 2n, or 6 minus 2n is equal to 0, which also further implies 2n is equal to 6, or n is equal to 6 by 2, which is equal to 3. So what do you infer from it? You can easily infer that. Now let me simplify this. The first term is 4, the second term is 2, and the third term is 0, and so on. 0 is here, first, second and the third term. The third term is itself the 0. So this is how you can verify the answer that you have already got through the procedural methods. Dear children, hope you understood this problem, and also I hope that you have taken the notes of this problem. Look into the notes thoroughly and do it independently without looking into it. Then we shall take up the next problem. How many 3-digit numbers are divisible by 7? There is no AP here. How to find the term? What is that we need to find? There is nothing. So now for the solution part, let me take up the data first. What does the data say? What does the problem say? The problem starts with the 3-digit numbers. So from where does the 3-digit number start? The 3-digit number starts from 100, isn't it? And where does this end? It ends at 999. Before 100 we have a 2-digit number. After 999 we have a 4-digit number, isn't it? So our focus should be between 0 and 999. And what else is the question asking? It is asking how many 3-digit numbers are divisible by 7. So to begin with, is 100 divisible by 7? Definitely no, because you know 13 sevens are 91, 14 sevens are 98, 15 sevens are 105. Every time the number that you take as a 3-digit number should be clearly divisible by 7. So the first 3-digit number that is divisible by 7 is 105. The previous 7 multiple is 98. It is omitted just because it's a 2-digit number. Is that clear, children? Now, is 999 divisible by 7? No. The last number that is divisible by 7, what that you can check up. 98 is divisible, therefore 990 is also divisible. Therefore 987. When you have 98 as divisible by 7, 990 is also divisible by 7. Therefore 980 plus 7, 987 plus 7, what do we get? 994. And what about the next one? The next 7-digit number, 7 multiple would be 1001, which is outside the purview of this problem. Therefore the last number is 994. Alas, we got 105 as the first number and 994 as the last number. What about the numbers which are in between these two ends? It is very clear that all the numbers are multiples of 7. Therefore, you can keep adding 7 to the first number to get the next number. I add plus 7 to it to obtain 112. I add another 7 to it to obtain 119 and so on. Therefore, my final AP would be 105, 112, 119, so on up to 994. This is what I am looking at. This is not the answer that I know, but we need to determine the rank of this 994. Where does this 994 sit? Let us try to do this. The AP is 105, 112, 119 and so on up to 994. Here what is A? A is 105. What is D? D is the common number that you are adding in order to get the next number. Therefore it is plus 7. What else we know? We know that somewhere 994 is sitting. I can name it as AN, and I need to determine at exactly what chair, at exactly what number this 994 is sitting. That is N. So what connects all the three? A, An, D, N. Of course, it is the formula An is equal to A plus N minus 1 times D. So it is 994 is equal to A 105 plus N is not known, is to be determined, times 7. 994 is equal to 105 plus 7 times n is 7n minus 7. Again, let us simplify. 994 equals 105 minus 7 is 98 plus 7n. Now we need to determine the value of n, that is 7n is equal to 994 minus 98. So 7n would be equal to 994 896. This will be 896, correct? So 994 minus 98, 14 minus 8 is 6, then we have 18, 18 minus 9 is 9, and this is 8. Alright, so n is equal to 896 divided by 7, and then we have 7 ones are 7, we have left out with 19, 7 twos are 14, 7 eights are 15. So what does this 128 signify? This 128 signifies that there are 128 such numbers. It means to say that how many 3-digit numbers are divisible by 7? 128 are the 3 divisible numbers, 3-digit numbers which are divisible by 7. Dear children, hope you have understood the problem and the way we have got the solution. Make a note of it. Try to look into your notes often and often so that you don't forget the methods. Let's move on to the next type of problem. Find the 20th term from the last term of the AP 3, 8, 13 to 53. So what is this question? The question is something like this. There is a AP 3, 8, 13, so on up to 253. We need to determine the third term of this AP. The third term is already given, you know. No, look at the question carefully. You need to determine the third term of the AP from the last term. From the last term, you should obtain the third term. So, in how many ways can you think of doing this problem? Let's do it in one way, and also I'll show you how to do it in the other way. See, the challenge with a mathematics problem is always like that. If you have a divergent thinking nature, you can always approach a problem in 2 or 3 ways. That's why your mathematics problems will be bundled with a lot of problems for you to think in different ways. So divergent thinking always leads you to different types of methods. Of course, the answers will be same. Now let us try to solve this in 2 different methods and check out whether we are going to get the same answer or not. Fine, let's approach in the first method. Method 1. Here I will be determining the last one. I will be checking out how many terms are there, and then I'll subtract 2 terms, and then I'll come back to the third term from the last term. So here I have A is equal to 3, D is equal to 8 minus 3, that is equal to 5. I have AN is equal to 253. So using AN formula, AN is equal to A plus n minus 1 times D. 253 is equal to 3 plus n minus 1 times 5. 253 is equal to 3 plus 5 times n, 5n minus 5. 253 is equal to 3 minus 5 is minus 2 plus 5n So what does this imply? 5n is equal to 253 plus 2, that is 255. N is equal to 255 divided by 5, which is equal to 51. So what does this imply? You can see that this is 3, 8, 13. 3, 8, 13 and so on, 255, 253. What is that we have obtained? We have obtained that this is the 51st term. Now working back, the previous term and the previous term. Here this will be 50th term and this will be 49th term. Am I right? I am interested in this 1, 2, 3, third term from the back. So I need to determine 49th term of the given AP, correct? Here the AP is which? A is equal to 3, D is equal to 5, N is equal to 49. Let me try this. So AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 times D. So AN would be A is 3 plus 49 minus 1 times 5, which is 3 plus 48 into 5. This is 3 plus 48 5s are 240. Then what is this? I have got 243. So 243 is my answer. Okay. Now in the same problem you can also find out easily how to determine the third term from the back. That is 253 minus 5 would be 248, minus 5 would be 243. Right? Now let us go for the method 2. I have the AP 3, 8, 13, so on up to 243. I am supposed to find the third term from the other end. So when I replace the positions in such a way that the first will be the last and the last will be the first, it's very simple that I write the terms in the ulta way. What happens? Will the property of the AP retained? Of course yes. Then what would be the difference? The difference would be in the value of D. First you have 1D, in the other way when you write it, the D will have a negative sign, isn't it? So my new AP would be 243, so on, 13, 8, 3. Now look at this. What is the difference? From 13 to 8 it has come, therefore the D value is minus 5. From 8 to 3 it has come, therefore the D value is minus 5. And this is the second term, and here I have the third term which I need to determine. So what I do here is I have A 243, D is equal to minus 5, and N I know N is equal to 3. So using the same, and what is that I am supposed to find? I am supposed to find the value of AN. Let me check out. An is equal to a plus n minus 1 times d. An we are supposed to find is equal to 243 plus 2 minus 1, 3 minus 1 into minus 5. This is 243 plus 2 times minus 5, which is 243 minus 10, that is 233. What is that we got in the previous case? I'm sorry, it is 253, you know. Fine, this is 253 in the problem. So this becomes 253 and this becomes 243. I have taken the problem wrong. Okay, so this is 253. So what is that we have got? We have got the same answer, 243 in the previous case and 243 in this case. So it all depends on the way you view the problem, the perspective with which you attack the problem, and the strategy with which you play with the problem. So try to have one or the other way around to solve the issue or the problem. Therefore, you will be advised to go for some other reference books, go for more and more problems, so that you will have a thorough view of all the sorts of problems that you may get in the arithmetic progression chapter. Dear children, hope you have understood this problem also. Now let's move on to the next type of problem. Let me read the problem for you. The sum of the 4th and 8th terms of AP is 24 and sum of the 6th and 10th term is 44. Find the first 3 terms of the AP. Sum of the 4th and 8th terms of AP. See, this is the mathematical form that we need to determine. The 4th term is invariably A4, 8th term is invariably A8. This sum, therefore, we need to add them, is 24. So what do you understand by this? Simply A4 and A8 doesn't help us to solve the problem, because the problem always lies with the definitions of A and D. Let me convert A4 to A and D, A8 to A and D. What do you get A4 as? A4 is A plus 3D and A8 is A plus 7D. That will result in 24. 1A plus 1A will give you 2A, 3D plus 7D will give you 10D, which will be 24. Once you take a look at this, 2A plus 10D is equal to 24. Now let me go for the second statement. And the sum of the 6th and the 10th terms. 6th means A6, 10th term means A10, and the sum is 44. Therefore, A6 plus A10 is equal to 44. A6 we visualize as A plus 5D, A10 we visualize as A plus 9D, which is equal to 44. 2A plus 14D is equal to 44. Now these are the 2 players which we need in this game. So let me solve these 2 simultaneous linear equations in order to determine the values of A and D, and at last I need to find the first 3 terms also. So you need to take problem into consideration and read the problem completely so that you get out marks for a particular given problem. Otherwise you end up in finding the A and D and you jump to the next problem. But what is this? It has been given is to be read out carefully and is to be answered properly. Now 2A plus 10D is equal to 24. 2a plus 10d is equal to 24. 2a plus 14d is equal to 44, right? Yes. Now let me subtract one from the other so that plus 2a and minus 2a gets cancelled because they add up to 0. Here the sign changes. Minus 4d is equal to 24 minus 44 is minus 44, which implies d is equal to minus 40 by minus 4, which is equal to 10. So we have d is equal to 10. Substitute the value, come back to the equations, take any one equation. 2a plus 10d is equal to 24. 2a plus 10 times 10 is equal to 24. 2a plus 100 is equal to 24. Okay, what is that we have done? Just take a look at it. This is 24 minus 44 minus 20. This is minus 20. Therefore, I get d as 5. So I have 2a is equal to 24 minus 50. 2a is equal to minus 26. A is equal to minus 26 by 2. A is equal to minus 13. So using these two values, I need to determine the AP. The AP is A plus D, A plus 2D, correct? So this A itself is minus 13, minus 13 plus 5, it's minus 8, and then minus 13 plus 10, it is minus 3. So this is my AP. Dear children, these are few problems which I wanted to discuss with you.